Good afternoon. I'd like to thank the members of this committee for the opportunity to participate in today's hearing. My name is Benjamin Silva, and I'm speaking on behalf of all of the individuals incarcerated here at Pondville Minimum in support of the Act to promote equitable access to parole. I've been incarcerated since 1994 on a second-degree life sentence. I was denied parole 3 times before finally being granted parole in January of last year. One of the parole board's chief concerns was the indication of what they called asocial personality traits on my psychological profile. It wasn't until I presented multiple letters from other prisoners whom I collaborated with in programs such as restorative justice or help through legal and medical issues that the parole board grew confident in my ability to maintain lasting and healthy friendships and granted my parole. Now, a general condition of parole that applies to all parolees prohibits me from maintaining those exact same friendships that help demonstrate my suitability for parole. This stipulation is unfair to the point of cruelty. To abandon those friendships without feeling the grief of loss would demand the same as social personality traits that were of such concern to the parole board. Restorative justice is a web of relationships. It's about finding where you fit in the community and building that and being an essential link. This stipulation prohibiting parolees from communicating with prisoners shatters that web. I would invite each member of this committee to attend a restorative justice event at any institution and judge for themselves whether the friendships formed in those groups truly pose a threat to the community. The Act to promote equitable access to parole would end this harmful stipulation. While compelling reasons exist for each of the reforms in the Act to promote equitable access to parole,
incarcerated individuals report to the DOS's office.
time does not permit me to describe them here. Instead, I devote my few remaining moments to urge your support for another essential reform bill, the Act relative to rehabilitation, reentry, and human rights for incarcerated persons. Throughout my nearly 30 years in prison, the Department of Corrections has erected barriers to successful reentry by abandoning proven rehabilitative programs in order to focus almost exclusively on confinement. The toxic culture of today's DOC, which dehumanizes prisoners and staff alike, which perpetuates endless cycles of substance abuse, and where violence serves as the substitute for meaningful conflict resolution, is the consequence of deprioritizing rehabilitation. The Act relative to rehabilitation, reentry, and human rights for incarcerated persons would restore rehabilitation as an essential public safety priority. Thank you once again for this opportunity to speak.